Good day, class. So, for today, ang topic natin will be on thermal stress, no? So, ito yung stress na nafe-feel ng mga materials when put under thermal changes, ano? So, kapag umiinit or lumalamig ang materyales, no? Ano yung mga stress, no? So, bakit nga ba merong stress muna? Kapag nag-change ng temperature yung mga materyales. Okay, so let's say you have a metal rod, no? So, at room temp, ganito yung kanyang length, no? Let's name that initial length LO. Okay? So, alam naman natin guys na kapag, for example, nainitan ng isang material, ang tendency talaga ng material is to expand. Tama ba? So, dahil sa yung mga atoms ng material na yon ay nalalagyan natin, no, or nag-a-add tayo ng heat or ng energy dun sa mga atoms, no. So yung mga atoms na dati sobrang didikit is mas gumagalaw siya ngayon, and ang tendency niya is um, gumagalaw, no. So parang nagtutulak-tulak sila, no. So, that's why parang siya ay medyo nag-e-expand. Okay, so from here, no, magiging siguro ko magkakaroon siya ng extension diyan, ano. Hahaba siya. Okay naman tong sa picture, pero hindi naman natin siya masyadong mapapansin, no, when in actual hindi natin masyadong makikita, pero there is a change, no. So ito, let's name this as your delta L. Okay? So yan yung change. So ito yung ito yung kanyang final length, no? When what you call this, when heated up, no? So baliktad po ang nangyayari kapag ang object is pinalamig naman natin. Okay? So we need to have a formula to compute this, no? Actually meron na, no? And the formula for calculating the changing length is given by alpha times L naught times delta T. Okay? So, medyo, ano ba? Medyo gets naman kung ano yung delta L. That will be the change in length, no? Kung gaano siya hahaba, gaano kalaki yung kanyang ihahaba. Your L naught is the initial length of the material, and the delta T is the change in temperature. Okay? Yung alpha, ito yung medyo bago for you, no? This is called the coefficient of linear expansion. Okay, so medyo straightforward naman guys yung formula. So kung may i-expand pa tong formula, I think that would be just this LF minus L naught is equal to alpha times L naught times TF minus T naught. Okay? So, corresponding, no? So, ibig sabihin, at temperature F, final temperature, ang kanyang length is final length. And at initial temperature, ang kanyang initial length ay LO naman. Okay? Same as this one. Okay, so this is your delta T, or the change in temperature, and this is your delta L, or your change in length ng material. Okay? So, ayan na, siguro ko hindi na muna tayo gagawa ng example nito kasi mamaya is magiging given na lang din siya, or maa-apply na lang din natin yan dun sa ating example. Okay? So, ngayon, the question is, okay, nag-expand. So, may thermal expansion na nagaganap. Okay? So, ibig sabihin guys, merong strain. Tama? Kasi yung strain natin that is computed by the delta L, no, the change in length over the L naught. Okay? So, medyo andyan rin yung mga terms na yun to compute your strain. Sorry, teka lang guys. Okay, so going back. Ayan, no? Yan lang actually, no? Ang kailangan yung malaman muna. Ito lang yung bagong formula. And gagamitan na lang natin dito ng Hooke's law, no? So, if maalala nyo, our Hooke's law is just ito, sigma is equal to E times epsilon, okay? Where this is your stress, this is your Young's modulus, and this is your strain. Okay? So, ito guys, na alpha, the coefficient of linear expansion, ito ay constant na specific for each material. Okay? Ang unit po niyan is in per degrees Celsius or degree Celsius raised to negative 1. Okay? Ito po yung unit ng alpha. Okay? So, some values ng alpha, this one, no? So, for aluminum, generally, ito yung ginagamit natin, no? 23.1 times 10 raised to negative 6 per degree Celsius. Ibig sabihin, ito, 23.1 times 10 raised to negative 6 yung kanyang strain per degree Celsius na increase. Okay? So, parang ganun lang yung ibig niyang sabihin. And, ito na po yung for the other materials na meron. Okay? So, unless given, no, sa problem, pwedeng ito po yung gamitin natin, ano? Pero most likely naman, guys, given naman yan sa problem. And usually, itong mga values na to kasi medyo mas eksakto to for college level na mga tanong or questions. Usually, itong mga values na to ay rounded up, no? For example, dito sa ayan, no? So may iso-solve tayong example in a while. Kung mapapansin nyo, 25 lang siya dito. 25 na siya dito. 25 times 10 raised to negative 6 per degree Celsius. Okay? So depende guys sa given, pero if not given, pag hindi binigay yung alpha, you may use this table para sa inyong values. Okay? Ayan. So, okay. So, ayan. So, kung may expansion, no, going back, bakit nga ba may nafe-feel na stress, no? So, for example, for example, itong rod na to is nakaipit siya sa dalawang, let's say, ayan, no, may wall. Nakagitna siya sa dalawang wall. Yung wall, itong walls na to facing each other, no? Okay, so imagine nyo guys na itong material na to, bigla siyang uminit. Biglang ininita natin to. Tama? So, the tendency of this material is to expand. Tama ba? So, from here, no, kung wala sana tong dalawang walls na to, na nandito, kung wala sana yan, it could freely expand sana into this. Okay? Tama ba? But the problem is, it is pinned or it is in between these two walls. So, napipigilan, kumbaga, nung wall yung kanyang expansion. And therefore, the wall exerts a force papunta doon. Iniipit siya. No? Kung nung una, at initial temperature, walang force, kasi sakto lang siya doon. But then, kapag ininit natin yung material, na ito dapat yung kanyang magiging itsura, since it is physically impossible, no, unless sirain natin yung wall, for this to fit in here, itong expanded to fit in here, ang nangyayari, before mag-expand yung material na to, while expanding, parang tinutulak niya yung wall palabas. Tama ba? And the wall exerts a normal force pabalik para hindi siya mag-expand. Okay? So, dun po natin gagamitin ito, yung Hooke's Law. Okay? So, ito, kaya natin itong makompute. No? This is a given. No? So, ito na lang. No? And alam naman natin that stress is just force over area. Okay? So, kung ano man yung force na yan, that's just this force, and that is distributed over the cross-sectional area of this object. Okay? So, ganun lang siya, guys. Okay, so, let's try an example, ano? So, let me just burahin ko lang to, guys. Sorry. Ayan. Okay, so for the first example, sabi, an aluminum bar is clamped to two vertical supports at 30 degrees Celsius or centigrade. The coefficient of linear expansion of aluminum is 25 times 10 raised to negative 6 per degree Celsius, and Young's modulus for aluminum is 7 times 10 raised to 9 Newton per square meter. Okay? So, the first question is, what is the thermal stress on the bar at 10 degrees Celsius? Okay, so, ang initial temperature niya is 30, then yung final temperature niya is 10. No? So, kung mapapansin nyo, siya ay, ano ba, lumamig. Tama ba? Yes, lumamig. Bumaba yung temperature. No? So, what do you expect from that? No? So, in-expect natin, magko-contract, no? Yung aluminum bar. Kumbaga, mag-shrink siya. So, parang ganun lang din, ano? Kung kanina, sa example natin, if meron tayong bar dito, and ininit natin to, ang tendency niya is mag-expand, and therefore, mapipilitan yung wall to exert a normal force papunta dun sa aluminum bar to stop it from expanding. Ang kabaligtaran po yung nangyayari kapag lumalamig, no? So, ang nangyayari naman, guys, kapag lumalamig is ang tendency nitong material is to shrink, no? So, para siyang magiging ganyan. Okay? Pero siya ay nakapin or siya ay nakaklamp doon dito sa example natin, siya ay nakaklamp sa two vertical supports. Ibig sabihin, nakadikit pa rin siya. So, kahit na siya ay parang, or siya dapat ay magko-contract or mag-shrink, pinipigilan nitong dalawang walls yun. Kasi siya ay nakadikit doon. No? So, parang ang nangyayari, hinihila na ngayon. No? Hinihila na ngayon nung wall yung aluminum bar. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan. So, ayan, let's do it na. So, drawing lang tayo ng actual. Aluminum bar is clamped. So, isipin natin yan yung clamp. And these are the two walls. So, ang tinatanong sa atin, guys, is yung thermal stress. So, yung thermal stress is, well, the stress is just sigma. Okay? So, ito yung hinahanap, and alam naman natin that stress is just equal to your F over A. Okay? So, teka nga, balik na muna tayo sa Ohm's law tuloy. Sorry. Sa Hooke's law, no? Let's try to derive kung ano yung ating gagamitin equation for this. So, Hooke's law muna tayo. Sigma is equal to E times epsilon. Tama? So, E is just equal to your sigma over epsilon. And alam naman natin that sigma is just your force over area, and that your epsilon is the change in length over the initial length. Tama ba yon? Okay. So, rewriting, that's just this one. Okay, so nakita yung ginawa. Ito ay nireciprocal ko para siya ay maging imumultiply na lang doon. Okay? So, let's multiply. Okay, malilito guys. That's area. And that is delta L. Okay, so i-multiply natin both sides by the denominator nung nasa right-hand side. Area times delta L. Okay, so this becomes A E delta L is equal to F times L naught. Okay? And delta L, as we know, delta L is, meron tayong equation for that, di ba? Delta L is equal to, nasa na yun? Ayan, no? Ito yun, di ba? Ginamit natin for linear expansion. Your delta L is equal to alpha times L naught times the change in temperature. Okay? So, itong delta L, guys, pwede nating ipasok dyan. So, it becomes A times E times alpha L naught delta temperature is equal to F times L naught. Okay? So, pwede natin i-cancel yung L naught. Okay? And therefore, we have A, E, alpha, delta T is equal to F. Ang hinahanap natin dito, guys, is stress. And we know that stress is just your, well, i-divide natin yung A. We'll have F over A, ito, nasa right-hand side. That is now your stress. And that is equal to E times alpha times delta T. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin nating formula. Okay, so let's try and substitute our values. So, what is our E? E is equal to, ano yung Young's modulus? Young's modulus is this one, 7T times 10, no? So, ilagay natin guys yung units, no, para maging consistent tayo, para makita natin kung may kailangan ba tayong i-convert. So, ano nga yun? That is 7T times 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter squared. That is the E times alpha, which is 25, ano? 23 talaga siya, guys. Pero dito sa example, given naman, it's 25 times 10 raised to negative 6. So, times 25 times 10 raised to negative 6. Unit is degrees Celsius raised to negative 1. That is our alpha. And then, our change in T is, the change in T is just your final temperature minus the initial temperature. So, ano yung final temperature natin? So, ang tinatanong is at 10 degrees, no? Ang initial temperature natin is at 30 degrees. Okay? So, parang magkakaroon tayo ng negative. So, this is 10 minus 10 minus 30. Okay? This is your final and this is your initial. Okay? Nagsimula tayo sa 30 and papunta tayo sa 10. Okay? So, paki-compute. Ito ay degrees Celsius. Tama? Ang unit nito is degrees Celsius. So, magka-cancel lang tong dalawang units. So, ang matitira is Newton per meter squared. And that is a unit for stress. Okay, so tama na yung unit. Okay, so calculating this is 3.5 times 10 raised to 7 Newton per meter squared. So, ito yung ating thermal stress. Bakit nga ba thermal stress to? Because itong stress na to, it is present because of thermal expansion. Okay? Kaya siya thermal stress, guys. Okay, so next question for letter B. Ito na yung ating final answer pala, no? So next question is calculate the tensile strain. Okay, so well, basic na lang yan, guys. Hooke's law lang yung gagamitin. So we know that sigma is equal to Young's modulus times the strain. So kung ito yung thermal stress, ito yung thermal strain. Okay? So getting epsilon, it's just sigma over the Young's modulus. So that is 3.5 times 10 raised to 7, yung nakuha natin. Unit is Newton per meter squared over Young's modulus is, ano nga ulit yung, ano? Ayun, 70 times 10, ano? Yes, 70 times 10 raised to 9. Ito. So that is 70 times 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter squared. Mapapansin nyo, yung dalawang units, magka-cancel lang. And that should be fine. And that is correct. Tama? Kasi strain is unitless. Or sorry, that dimensionless. Okay? And the answer to this is that is 5 times 10 raised to negative 4. Okay? So, that is your epsilon. Okay, so, medyo basic lang to, guys. Yung topic, no? So, yun lang talaga yung kailangan nyo. This one. And yung ating Hooke's law. Okay, so I hope naintindihan. And that will be all for this video. Thank you.